It was a cold, rainy morning in the city, the kind of morning where people walk faster, heads down, rushing to get warm. But on this particular day, something unimaginable was about to unfold behind an old, abandoned building on the outskirts of town. Joe was a homeless man. Mid-50s. Grizzled beard. Torn coat. Life had been unkind to him, and he had long stopped expecting kindness from others. He slept in a makeshift shelter behind a bakery, living off discarded leftovers and warm memories of a life he had lost long ago. But that morning, something pierced through the silence, a sound so soft, so desperate, it brought him to his knees. A baby was crying. Hidden behind a stack of crates was a newborn wrapped in a thin blanket, shivering, blue-lipped, and barely breathing. Joe didn't think. He acted. He wrapped the baby in his coat, ran to a nearby fire station, and begged for help. The medics took over immediately, but before they left, Joe whispered to the infant. "You hold on now, you've got a life to live." Joe never saw the baby again. But news of the incident made headlines. Homeless man saves abandoned baby. For a week, he was a local hero. But attention faded. He returned to the streets, where memories of his own daughter haunted him. Yes, Joe had once been a father. A drunk driving accident had taken his daughter and wife years ago. Unable to cope, he spiraled into addiction and homelessness. But something about the baby's cry, it had awakened a part of him he thought was dead. Months passed. Then one day, while sitting on a bench outside a shelter, a social worker approached Joe. She held a photo. It was the baby. Healthy. Smiling. Safe. The child had been placed in foster care, and soon adopted. But the adoptive parents had asked to meet Joe, the man who gave their daughter a second chance. That meeting changed everything. Joe was offered a room, therapy, and eventually, a job maintaining the grounds at the foster care center. He accepted. Joe didn't just rebuild his life, he became a mentor to troubled kids, a quiet hero in the lives of many. He saw the baby girl, now named Hope, grow up. Every birthday, he was there. Every time she smiled at him with her big, curious eyes. Joe knew that saving her had saved him too. Years later, when Hope turned 18, she spoke at her high school graduation. "I don't know where I'd be if it weren't for a man who had nothing, but gave me everything. Joe, you're not just my hero. You're my family." They embraced, both in tears. This is the story of Joe and Hope. Not connected by blood, but forever bound by fate. Because love doesn't always come from where we expect it. But when it does, it changes everything.